Do you ever feel trapped, paralyzed by the fear of the unknown? Ben did. Living a life ruled by spreadsheets, he longed for something more. This is the story of how a single key changed everything. Watch to discover how Ben faced his fears and unlocked a future filled with passion and purpose, and how you can too. Ben lived in a world of numbers and schedules where every minute was accounted for and every outcome predicted. His life was a perfectly balanced spreadsheet, but beneath the surface, a deep anxiety churned. The unknown was his greatest fear, a locked door he couldn't bring himself to open. As an accountant, Ben found comfort in order, in the predictability of balance sheets and tax returns. He worked at his job every day, but every day it brought more anxiety to him. The thought of deviating from his carefully crafted 5-year plan sent shivers down his spine. But hidden beneath the layers of spreadsheets and schedules lay a dream: woodworking. Ben's sketchbooks were filled with designs for intricate furniture, each piece a silent promise of creativity and passion, a life he had long forgotten. The fear of uncertainty kept him trapped in his cubicle, a prisoner of his own making. Quitting his job felt like stepping off a cliff into an abyss, a terrifying freefall into the unknown. Would he be able to make it doing what he loved? One day, Ben's elderly neighbour, Mrs. Larkin, passed away. She was a kind woman who always had a smile and a story to share, a brief respite from Ben's structured existence. He often wondered if she knew his plight. Visiting her apartment after her passing, Ben found an envelope addressed to him. Inside was an old iron key and a note for your next chapter. He wondered if this was the sign he had been waiting for. Key belonged to an old garage a few blocks away. Ben's heart raced as he stood before the rusted door, the weight of the unknown pressing down on him. Was he ready for this? For weeks, the key lay on his desk, a constant reminder of the terrifying potential that awaited him. The safe world of his spreadsheets clashed with the whisper of possibility. He would think about the key all day. One Friday afternoon, the cubicle walls felt closer than ever, the fluorescent lights harsher, the hum of the computers louder. Ben pictured his future and grew weary with the monotony. He imagined a never-ending chain of grey rooms, whispered meetings, and corporate jargon. The vision chilled him more than the unknown ever could. He knew he needed to make a change, and fast. With trembling hands, Ben grabbed the key, shut his laptop, and left his office without looking back. A decision had been made. A new chapter was on the horizon. The streets were quiet, the sky a dull grey that mirrored his mood, but beneath the dreariness a fragile hope began to sprout in his heart. He could feel something was about to change. Arriving at the garage, his fingers shook as he slid the key into the rusty lock. The metal creaked and groaned. A door was about to open. The door groaned open, revealing not a black pit, but a dusty, empty space bathed in golden afternoon sunlight. It was nothing like he expected. The air smelled faintly of old wood and forgotten stories. It wasn't an answer or a plan, it was a blank canvas. As Ben stepped inside, his heartbeat slowed and the knot in his chest softened. The anxiety was still there, but it was no longer a cage. Uncertainty wasn't an enemy to fear, but a friend to embrace. It was potential waiting to be shaped, a story waiting to be written. He knew he was one step closer. He didn't know what he would build. Maybe a chair, a cabinet, or something no one had imagined yet, but he knew that he would be one step closer to his dreams. For the first time, Ben felt a spark of excitement, a sense of purpose that had been missing for far too long. The spark grew until it turned into a flame. He had finally opened the door to the next chapter of his life, and sometimes that was enough. Ben felt the anxiety melting away. From that day forward, the spreadsheet was no longer his master, but a tool, something he had the power to control. He balanced his careful planning with courageous steps into uncertainty, trusting that each locked door held a key. He learned to value the unknown. And with each step through the doors he once feared, Ben found himself not lost, but beginning to live. The new challenges excited him. He started small, crafting simple wooden toys for local children, his hands learning the language of the wood, his heart was filling with joy. Soon word spread, and people began commissioning him for custom furniture. His passion was becoming his purpose. He was becoming a craftsman. Ben's workshop became a haven, a space where he could express himself and create beauty. He was finally living the life he had always dreamed of. He never forgot Mrs. Larkin's kindness, her simple gift that had unlocked his future. She knew him better than he knew himself. And so Ben lived a life of purpose and passion, no longer afraid of the unknown, but embracing it with open arms. He had conquered his fears. He learned that the greatest adventures are often found just beyond the doors we are most afraid to open. Ben had finally found himself. Ben's story serves as a reminder that even the most carefully planned lives can be enriched by embracing the unexpected, and that the key to a fulfilling life is often just a leap of faith away.